Hey guys, it's been a while. I saw an interesting quote by The Rock, and I realized I left his name off there on the quote, so I'm going to put it there after we're done. But if you focus on shit grows. If you focus on yourself, you grow. And that is a lesson that I've always known, but I've had to reinforce in the last year. And so, why am I talking about this? Because I'm completely focused on myself. I get lots and lots of messages of people saying this person said this and this person said that, and I just no longer care. Contrary to what people might think, I actually don't spend that much time on social media. I post my content, reply to comments every now and again, and then I just move on with my day because I have a lot more things going on. So I've been focusing exclusively on myself for the last month. Of course, my kids are always prioritized ahead of myself. But I've been focusing on my own mental health, spiritual health, emotional health, and most of that revolves around staying away from social media because, especially on this blue app called Facebook, oh man, it just attracts the most heinous, toxic sort of individuals, and I am focused 100% on building my family up and building myself up, and so that's where I'm at, guys. So like, you guys are gonna like all this stuff where people are trying to create drama. I'm just not participating in it, and I don't condone it. I do not ask any of you guys to participate in it. I'm going to continue to create educational, positive, high vibrational frequency content to combat the onslaught of just negativity that seems to be on this this particular platform, much more so than the other platforms. How's everyone doing? It is a beautiful Wednesday. We have been potty training Athena this week, which has been interesting because she is a very stubborn girl, just like her older sister. And Athena has a very different personality than June, where she if she's mad at you, she'll let you know it. She's like, you left me, and then she'll look at you and give you kind of like a little gruntle face, and then turn her head and put her head down, and then you're like, are you mad at me? And she says, and then you have to really tickle her and play with her, because she gets mad when I leave for work, really mad. She wants me to stay around and play with her all day, which I wish I could. Unfortunately, I make my living from being not unfortunately, I make my living from going and seeing patients, so it's just, I gotta do what I gotta do. So I don't know who needs to hear this today, but focus on yourself, focus on your own mental, emotional, spiritual well-being, and as soon as I started doing that, my entire outlook on life changed. And indeed, the last 7 days, every single day, I'm getting busier and busier, and I'm getting happier and happier because I'm focusing on what makes me happy rather than caring what people say on social media. I don't know why people feel the need to bring up things that don't have anything to do with me. You guys want to know, I'm not fighting with anyone whatsoever. I don't fight with people. If somebody's saying negative things about me, I just stop talking to them. That's all. So, what have I been doing to focus on myself? I've been exercising more. I've been cleansing myself from social media. I come on here, produce my content, and then get off. I've been doing therapy. I've been doing different kinds of therapy. I've also been studying different things of I've been getting back into my meditation practice and just focusing on manifesting the things that I want in this life. How was Halloween? Halloween was awesome, actually. I brought out the double stroller and we went down to the Beverly Hills Flats, which is kind of where it's like a super wealthy, affluent neighborhood, basically where all my patients live, or not all of them, a good portion of them. And we just went trick-or-treating, and there was all kinds of balloons and like blow up scary toys, all kinds of things. So we got a bucket full of candy. June has zero stranger danger. In fact, I had to go get her from going into 3 different strangers' homes, and then I had to apologize and get her because she'd want to play with the other kids there and that kind of stuff. And I had to repeatedly explain to her, you don't go into people's homes you don't know. So that was fun. But other than that, she would hold my hand and walk down the street, and that was the first time that she went trick-or-treating and probably remembered it. Because last year, I don't think I had the kids on Thanksgiving. I mean, not Thanksgiving, Halloween last year. And the year before was like, people with COVID and stuff like that. There wasn't really a lot of trick-or-treating going on. But Athena was a cute little pumpkin, and June was a Peppa Pig. I took her to the Halloween store, and that's exactly what she picked out. Athena, I just thought she'd make a very cute pumpkin. Indeed, she is a cute pumpkin. So we did that for about an hour. We got a bucket full of candy, and I only gave them a few pieces. I had a few pieces of my favorite, which is Butterfingers and Reese's, and those are my 2 favorite kind of candy. And now June has candy for the next couple months. So it was fun. We were out there for about an hour and a half, maybe 2 hours. We probably walked like 2 miles because each house was a little bit spread out. There was even one house that was trick-or-treat for adults. So they had a beer keg, and they were giving out beer to the parents walking around. I didn't drink any. It was like it was light beer. It was like Coors Light or something, and that's just not my thing. But I thought that was kind of cool. I did get costumes for them. They wore them. June loved it. They both loved it. They had a lot of fun. And they were crowd favorites. I mean, obviously everyone's talking about how cute they are and that kind of stuff. Somebody's talking about a master's degree. Good for her. As far as I was aware, she already had a master's degree, but I found out that's not true. I don't have any hate towards anyone. People are on here trying to create drama out of things that are not. I'm not fighting with anyone. I do not understand this, like how people have to create camps and narratives. I'm on Team Athena and Team June's team. Not even on my own team, on their team. Whatever's best for them is best for me, related to this crazy place that you guys call social media. Athena is my twin. Athena is certainly my twin. Behave like a man. I love it when people behave like a man. Tell me how to behave like a man. I mean, it's very curious. It's like, when people say behave like a man, generally they're saying don't talk, don't complain, don't do anything but support your family. Your feelings don't matter. And really what I sum it up to, when somebody tells a man not to be a man for they're not being a man for defending themselves, really what they're doing is they're trying to protect themselves from being accountable for their bad behavior. So therefore, if people like myself and other men out there are speaking out against toxic humans and standing up for ourselves, we threaten the entire toxic paradigm that those women represent. And I will be a lone ranger, or I will have other men in my corner that, we are equal, men and women. Like, both people's feelings matter, and men are not always the problem. Sometimes they are, and sometimes they're not. And women are not always the problem. Sometimes they are, and sometimes they're not. But part of being equal is behaving like you're equal. Don't whine and cry. Interesting. I love it when cowards come here and say things. I mean, if you're gonna like come on here and try to ruin someone's day, at least have a profile picture. In reference to the caption, that's right. So if you focus on yourself, you're gonna grow. And I knew that all my life. I got away from it for a short period of time. It's pretty easy to lose your way when you're being harassed by in the not so much recently, but in the past, I estimated it as hundreds of thousands. It's still probably about 100,000 people that hate my guts and try to harass me and say negative things about me on the internet. But hey, their opinions do not matter, because it is not an opinion I have of myself. And I know why they're saying what they're saying. They're saying it because they're unhappy with their own lives, and they're projecting it onto myself or other people. I mean, there's still people out there that have fan groups for Amber Heard after she lost the defamation case and shit on her husband's bed. Some people are just really delusional. Oh yeah, I'm blocking people. But we had a great Halloween. I'm super grateful and have tons of gratitude just for the fun that I was able to have with my girls last night. I don't have the kids this year for Thanksgiving or Christmas, because I had them last year. So, I'm gonna be focusing on myself during those times, hanging out with people, hanging out with high vibrational frequency people that are trying to lift each other up rather than tear each other down. People are arguing on here about things that I have no idea about. People think I'm fighting with someone. I'm not fighting with anyone. I'm focused on myself. I'm focused on building my business back up, because I will be honest, from the hate and the negativity, the negative reviews, the destruction of my mental health, all of the above, my business was probably decreased. My income as a father to be able to support my children was decreased at one point to 80 to 90%. So, that's pretty evil to try to come after somebody's mental health, livelihood, and just because for self-gain. It's pretty selfish, kind of the definition of greed, evil. I mean, obviously they're going to hell. You just can't destroy other people like that and have a good afterlife if one exists. If reincarnation exists, they'll probably come back as a tick or a parasite or something, because that's what they are. But live this life like righteous, because we don't know if there's an afterlife, but I do believe karma is real. Very much so. And karma is you can describe karma in a physics standpoint. Karma is very easy to describe from a science. Equal and opposite poses. Equal and opposite forces, matter can neither be created nor destroyed. So there's plenty of mathematical explanations for karma. Get the authorities. The authorities don't seem to care, especially in LA. LA here, you could go to the store and steal whatever you want, and you're not going to be arrested, and nothing's going to happen unless it's over $950. You'll literally see people in a store steal stuff, and then somebody will confront them, and they'll be like, "It's under $950. Call the police. They're not going to do anything." To add more positive content, I'm hoping I have a fellow parent and model that's going to be coming hopefully this evening that we'll be doing some content with. She has 2 children herself, so we'll see if our schedules align. Hopefully that'll be later. But yeah, I have a lot more content coming soon. I've just been kind of taking a little bit more of a break to I've been focusing exclusively on myself and what makes me happy, and surrounding me by people that are good for me, essentially. And when they become not good for me, I distance myself. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. What is she saying? Am I still single? Yeah, I'm still single. I've gone on some dates here and there. Honestly, dating in LA, as everyone will tell you, is kind of a rough go, but it kind of depends. Like, if you're dating in LA for what you can get out of people, which is what I don't do, this is a great place to be, because you can literally just date and just use people for certain things or whatever, men and women, and then move on. But I don't do that because I have a conscience and I do believe in karma. But it's really hard to find a good woman in LA, actually. As you can tell, it's very much a gold digger dating scene here. Respectfully so. And I'm a very traditional man. I pay all the bills and everything like that. But when it when it feels transactional, that doesn't feel good. And a lot of times it's all about what can you do for me? I'm not doing anything for you. And I distance myself from those sort of people, which is very common, actually. Thank you, Augustina. I just blocked that person. It's hard to find a good man as well. I would agree with that. Most men here in LA have Peter Pan syndrome, especially if they have any level of success, because in LA here, there's just an unbelievable amount of beautiful women. They're very numerous in numbers, and so it's really easy to just never commit and never settle down, because there's always another beautiful woman to replace them. Not what I'm dating for. If I'm dating with intent, but I also don't date that often. I'm actually more interested in building up my friend network. You guys saw me go out with Bola, I'm trying to be around positive, energetic people and have more friends. I hang out with my guy friends too. But I'm only 35, man. I got plenty of time. For men, there's really no age limit. I could find my next partner when I'm 40 and I'm still a young man. I don't have to worry about menopause or anything like that, which is unfair, because biologically speaking, it puts a lot more pressure on women to find a partner earlier in life, but the men don't have that as much. Some funny